Movie theaters suck, but they don't have to. Going to the movies used to be, and in many ways still is, one of my favorite things to do. Getting to see a movie on a massive screen with a great sound system it's just pure bliss. You're given the chance to completely immerse yourself in this world. And hey, I like a good rowdy audience too, especially if they get really into it, like with Spider-Man No Way Home. The audience reactions made the movie so much more entertaining and created like a lively environment where we all just kind of shared this great experience together. But recently, movie theaters have kind of lost their magic a bit, and for me, it comes down to the loss of one very important position in the movie theater world. I'm talking about ticket takers. Ticket takers, the guy who rips your ticket or scans you in at the door and directs you to your theater. It seems like like such a pointless job from afar, especially since you can see which theater your movie is going to be in on the app, or like it even says it on your ticket. So it's just like, what's the point of this guy standing here ripping the ticket? This doesn't make sense. It makes sense like from a business higher upper management position point of view. I 100% understand why they've been cutting them. And I know a lot of theaters still have ticket takers, but all the ones near me don't. They're all gone. We'll have them there like maybe once every 2 weeks, maybe once a month. And I'm at the theaters a lot, so it's always a surprise when I see them there. I've only noticed this in Regal Cinemas because that's all we have near me, but most of the time there's no ticket takers. Instead, we have a sign that says to check in at concessions. Now, this is obviously a ploy to get you to buy concessions while you scan in. It's a 2-for-1 deal. How can that be bad? Ticket takers are not only there to direct you to your theater, they are also in many ways the first line of defense for the theater. They decide who to let in and verify that you actually are seeing a movie in that theater. And if you're not, and if you're just buying popcorn, they make sure that you're like a stable, sane person that they feel safe letting into the theater. You know what I mean? And one of my local Regals has a lot of homeless people around. And recently, without the presence of ticket takers, they just kind of, wander in. Now, I don't hate homeless people, okay? My name is not... I don't think we should euthanize all homeless people, I'm just saying, there have been instances where these guys, they just kind of take people's seats or kind of wander around the lobby bothering people. Now, that's annoying, right? But I've never personally been bothered by a homeless guy in my theater until very recently. So the other day, I'm going to my local theater to see a movie. And of course, no ticket taker. I have to go scan in at concessions. Now, before someone goes,
you don't have to scan in. You can just walk in. That's what the homeless are doing already.
I want to do it. Okay? And I don't know if there's a penalty for not scanning in too many times, and I'm too afraid to find out. Okay, I like my unlimited. I'd like to keep it for as long as I can. And so I always go through concessions and get my shit scanned. Okay, that's just how I roll. So I get in line. It's not too long, but there's only one guy working behind the counter. He's doing his best, but of course, with it being just him, it's going to take a while. Eventually, I am the next in line, and there's nobody behind me. The couple in front of me go up, and since there's no more box office at this location, you have to buy your tickets at the concessions. They're ordering both their tickets and food, so it's taking a little bit. It took long enough for some homeless guy to wander in line behind me, carrying a magazine attached to a clipboard. He comes up to me and goes, "You're gonna buy me popcorn." And I kind of just laugh it off because I thought the dude was joking. Like, I know some chill homeless guys, and I figured this was just one of them. You just wanted to play a joke. You just wanted to have some fun. So I just laughed. Tried to make sure he didn't like stab me because I didn't laugh at his joke or whatever. Anyway, the couple leaves the counter. I get called up, and as I'm walking up, the homeless guy follows me, and once we hit the counter, this dude just starts ordering. The person behind the counter thinks we're together and starts punching in his order, and I'm just like, fuck. Again, I have to make this very clear. I do not hate homeless people. The fact that he is homeless is not the problem. But the problem is I never agreed to buy him his fucking food, okay? Especially not for a total of $25. Now, most of you would have probably told the dude to fuck off or have told the lady behind the counter that this dude's not with me, but I'm scared. I don't know what this dude had on him. He could have had a knife and stabbed me if I didn't buy his food. I don't know what he was gonna do. I didn't know. He could be completely harmless, but I didn't want to take the risk. So I paid for his $25 worth of junk food and scanned my ticket in. So unfortunately, that was a big mistake on my part because now this dude knows that Theater 3 has a movie starting soon. And I was fucked, okay? He was probably going to be in my theater as well, probably trying to get a seat next to me. So I give the dude his food. I kind of just shove it into his hands after I pay for it. And I just book it away from the counter. I wanted to leave that entire interaction. I had enough of it. And as I'm walking away, I hear the lady behind the counter yell, "Excuse me, I think your dad forgot his magazine." I did not even turn around. I just kept going. I wanted to just leave. I was so ready to just not even watch my movie. I just wanted to go home. But yeah, after that, I just hid in the bathroom for like 5 minutes. I wanted to give this guy a chance to sneak into whatever theater you wanted to. Like if you wanted to go into the fucking IMAX theater, go hide in there. Whatever. Or if he was gonna wander into my theater, I wanted him to find his seat first, and then just so I didn't have to worry about sitting next to him. So after those 5 minutes of me hiding out, I go into my theater and take my seat. I don't see him in there, and then 2 minutes later, he fucking walks in, and I have my jacket on, so I just kind of throw my hood on over my head, and I just look at the floor and I'm like, please just don't see me. Please don't recognize me. Please just don't sit next to me. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Please just go away from me. He didn't, thankfully. He instead sat at the end of my row by the stairs. I'm in the middle. I'm in the best seat. So at least he's away. But as we're sitting there and letting the last of the trailers play, I have this thought that I did a good thing. You know, I bought someone food. I bought a homeless man a meal, in quotation marks. It's junk food, but it's still food. You know? So this might be his first hot-ish meal thing in a bit. Movie starts, and about 5 minutes into the movie, this guy puts the full bag of popcorn on the steps, leaves his full cup of soda in the cup holder, leaves the theater, and never comes back. He left a full bag of popcorn and a almost full cup of soda behind. I was so fucking pissed off. I wasted $25 on this guy who didn't even eat or drink the shit I bought for him. Are you fucking kidding me? I understand how parents of dumb, spoiled children feel, because what do you mean you didn't eat the food I bought for you? This could have all been avoided with the presence of a ticket taker, or me having a backbone. But on top of that, having a ticket taker would have just made it so I wouldn't have to stand up for myself or scan in at the concessions, or it would have made it impossible for this guy to get in without a ticket. Now I can't verify that he didn't have a ticket, but if he couldn't buy himself popcorn and a soda, and this is a theater where homeless people are wandering around in already, I'm willing to bet he didn't have a fucking ticket. Okay, I think that's a pretty safe assumption. Ticket takers are necessary. They ensure the theater is safe, and it's a hard job. It's a security position. The safety of people is their responsibility. And I'm not blaming any of the workers here for this incident. They were doing their best and working hard, and it's clear that the reason they have no ticket takers is because they're understaffed and underpaid and all of these things. But cutting this position is enabling things like this to happen and keep happening. It's not a problem that can be solved by simply hiring more people. This is a larger scale issue that I am not properly equipped to discuss. It's an issue of the way we view and treat minimum wage workers, of how we treat people of lower class. But because we have these issues on these higher levels, it trickles down and affects everyone negatively. It makes it harder for theater employees to do their job. It makes the theater itself feel unsafe for patrons. It's just terrible all around. This is yet another reason why nobody wants to go to the theater anymore. And frankly, that makes me sad. Please, Regal, bring back ticket takers and make them a mandatory position at every one of your locations. For the safety and convenience of your patrons, please, please bring them back. Please bring them back to every single location. Please, I beg you. And also, give them a living wage, for fuck's sake. Everyone deserves to make enough to at least live. So, no matter what job they have. Anyway, I went to see Pan's Labyrinth. That might be one of the greatest movies ever made. Holy fucking shit.